Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wisdom Seeker Live podcast. Very excited to be here this morning and looking forward to a great time of sharing with a very dear friend of mine. In the meantime, just want to remind everyone that please let us know where you're joining from. And of course, we always like to have your questions and comments as well as part of the show. In fact, and one of the most important part of the show. So look forward to it. And as always, I like to start off the podcast talking about what is wisdom from our standpoint. And wisdom is a journey or a three-step process. Wisdom starts with gaining knowledge, something that we do either formally or informally. And hopefully we approach each day to gain new knowledge all the time. But that's not where we get our power. That's where we start. And the next step in this journey or process is to gain understanding. And understanding is taking the knowledge we've gained and begin to use it. And we begin to find solutions and answers and just use it in our lives to make better decisions and to do things well. But the most important step is the third step in this journey or process, and that is to step into wisdom. And wisdom is taking our knowledge and our understanding and begin to apply it in a much larger perspective. Obviously, we want to always look at our knowledge and understanding in light of ourselves, inside and out. But as we grow in wisdom, that perspective adds a different dimension, and that is that we consider that the decisions we make, the actions we take, the attitudes we have affect ourselves and others, and that those impacts can be very remarkable. And being aware of that helps us to begin to make better choices, consider that much bigger perspective, and consider how to ultimately truly make wise choices. And for those of us that are of a spiritual bent, the way I like to express it is that it is seeing our world and the world around us through God's eyes. And so I really hope that you will join those of us that are regularly a part of Wisdom Seeker Live podcast and become a wisdom seeker, because ultimately you will benefit, and in fact all of us benefit when we have wisdom in our life and make wise choices. Well, this is an exciting day for me. As you know, I don't often have guests, and I've had some really great guests, but I have to say this is probably one that I'm more excited about than ever, and that is my dear friend, a colleague, and I would say even like family, and that is Dr. Shama Hussain. So I'm going to bring Dr. Shama on and let her introduce herself as well. Hello, Dr. Shama. Good afternoon in your part of the world. Good morning here. So glad to have you and looking forward to our time. And if you would, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, whatever comes to mind.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Dr. Kevin, and to everyone who are watching us today on this wonderful program. Friends, as I was posting today morning that I'm really excited today. I don't know, the bond that I have developed with Dr. Kevin as a mentor, as a guide, as a best friend, made me so happy to share the platform with him today, because I love Dr. Kevin's initiative, especially this wisdom seeker. You know, whatever he does, he does without any expectations. He does for the sake of benefiting the people, for the sake of some productivity in his work, always. He never expects anything in return. This is what I have experienced with Dr. Kevin from last 2 years. And being part of such a wonderful program where you are sharing wisdom as a wisdom seeker gives me lots of value. And I always love to be part of that. So that's the reason I'm so excited and so happy. And as Dr. Kevin said, introduction about me, I'll just go on very short. Dr. Kevin escaped without.
Take your time here. We want to hear about your story.
Thank you, Dr. Kevin. So myself, Dr. Shama Hussain, and I'm a passionate, very passionate person, just believing in values of giving value to my life. That is the special, very important thing that in my life that I want to. I want to have a life which is worth living.
Mm.
That's what I always believe in. As a educationist, I'm a PhD, doctorate in gene profile studies. 5 years of hard work
Yeah.
had led me to get that doctorate because again there also I work to get value to my doctorate and do something which worth again. So then I am as well. My passion, I can say my passion, influencing capacities, all these things has led me to start an initiative called as International Institute of Influencers. International Institute of Influencers, I'm the founder and the global CEO of this unique organization, which is working with a vision of humanization of education, promoting education for life, not just for living.
Mm.
By this organization, we want to influence the people. The habit of influencing the people from my childhood has led me to this path, and people are becoming the part of it. And Dr. Kevin is playing a vital role, instrumental role, catalytic role, I can say, as a BOD and the COO of III, and as a mentor, as a guide, as a friend. His support is incredible. So that's one thing. And almost I have done my masters, I have done my MBA, I have done my leadership management degree from UK. I'm a certified executive life coach as well. And my passion is always learning because I believe life never stops teaching. So I keep on learning all the time to give a battle to the life, and set back myself in with all the difficulties. So, and also winning awards. There are it's winning awards is a part of life. I don't want to prioritize them, but I believe in winning hearts, my dear friends. Winning hearts is more important.
Mm.
Everyone can win award, but winning heart is not important. Is not at all easy task.
Mm.
So I would like to take the challenges more than easier things. That is one of my means. I don't know. I can say this has become a habit of taking challenges, accepting them, challenge accepted. This is something part of my life that I'm doing from my childhood, and since now till now, I'm doing that. So that's the thing that I love to do. I always believe that success is very sweet, very sweet. We love it, we enjoy it, we feel so happy. But the secret is sweat.
Mm.
SWEET, sweet. SWEAT. We have to remove one E, extra sugar dose. We have to remove it and add that A to that sweat. So that's what I'm believing it from my childhood, my dear friends. I used to see the birds flying. I used to see the challenges my parents are facing. I used to see everything. I have learned from hardships. I have learned from tenderness. I have learned from attitudes of the people. I have a very big habit of wherever I go, I try to extract something from the people. When I watch a movie, I extract something. What an attitude!
Mm.
Everything. I love to read the body language of the people. I love to see and try to extract. I am a very selfish person regarding time. Regarding time, I never like to waste even a second of time in my life because I don't want to cry. I don't want to regret in future that why did I wasted my time?
Mm.
I could have done something that time. In the dictionary, any one word that I hate is regret. I don't allow it in my life. I never, never, never. I take all the challenges, whether I will win or I lose, doesn't matter. But I don't give the chance to the regret. Oh my God, I didn't try that. So I don't give. So I always give a defeat to regret by accepting the challenges, my
Mm,
dear friend. So you don't feel sad. The pain of regret, the bill of
mm,
regret is millions.
mm.
Should we pay? We must save our money here. So this is that's what I believe in, and I always tell to everyone, never give chance to any regret. Try it, because we are loaded with that much of energy, my dear
Mm,
friends. I know our brain is biased towards negativity.
mm,
That's the reason whenever any challenges, any worries comes up, we always lean towards negativity.
mm,
Maybe it may go wrong. Maybe what happens if.
mm.
That's because our brain is biased in such a way. So that is the thing. And as Dr. Kevin's program is about wisdom, I would like to tell something, Dr. Kevin, here
Okay.
regarding wisdom.
Okay.
Uh, my dear friends, in our regular days, regular time, we do makeup, right? Makeup. I don't much, but yeah, little. I will apply as well. So, makeup. There is one thing common between wisdom and makeup. Yes,
I'm
makeup.
curious now.
So, whoever watching live today, please, can you guess? I'll give it just 1 second, not more than that. You have to be very fast because you are with Dr. Shama. You have to be very fast. So, wisdom and anyone attempting to do that?
Let me introduce who I see on already joined us. Dr. Shama, Miss Shreya is here. Christopher is here, and Lydia are here. So, if you anyone has a thought, real quickly, add in the comments to answer to Dr. Shama's question: how is makeup and wisdom similar?
How is makeup? There are so many brands of makeup. I don't know much people. Whenever I talk about makeup, I am always in the backstage. I don't stand for top in this. So there are so many brands of makeup and people. So the thing that I want you to know, whenever you see makeup, my dear friends, remember one thing, that makeup and wisdom has one common thing, and that is applying.
Mm,
When you apply makeup on your face is already beautiful. Everyone is beautiful in this world. But when you apply it on your face, it starts giving you a different look, a confidence, right? We apply makeup only for confidence. I don't think anyone apply it to look beautiful or something. It gives you some different look, so you feel confident, and you can show your style strategy, whatever. In the same way, and the makeup as well, when you apply, sorry, the wisdom, when you everyone will be having wisdom, my dear friends. Every human being, psychologically, subconsciously, he knows what is right, what is wrong. We are maybe we are telling bad to the people. We know that it is bad, but still we do that. Some people do theft. They know it is wrong, but still they do that. They have makeup kit inside their body. The makeup kit wisdom, they have it inside their body, but they are not applying it.
mm,
Once you start applying this makeup kit, which is inbuilt wisdom, which is inside it, you have to get it out.
mm.
You have to get it out, then you see the radiance on your face. That
I like that.
perfection, that happiness, the radiance comes out in the form of Thank you, Dr. Kevin. Thank you so much. You appreciate it. I'm so glad. You are the wisdom. You are spreading wisdom nuggets everywhere. That's the reason I said I'm so happy today to be part of yours, because I can also extract today some, I can take out from you some wisdom part. And by this way, at least I can sit next to you and listen to your wisdom part as well and take it out from you today to my home. So that's what, my dear friends. So let's start applying that. Think about it. We need to have microscopic observations of whatever we are doing in our life.
Mm.
You have, means we know that we are doing this, but everything is not microscopic. We don't take everything as an investigative base. That's the
Mm.
reason we do mistakes. That's the reason we do mistakes. We have to bring that magnifying glass here to observe, to microscopes. We
Mhm.
don't have electron microscopes, or no matter, at least magnifying glass, we can use it
Sure.
so that we can understand what we are, what is our strength, what is our weakness, where we have to rectify. So that's one thing that I really wanted to tell Dr. Kevin regarding his program, because it is based on wisdom, sharing wisdom to everyone, spreading the ripples of every wisdom to everyone so that they start spreading it to others. In this way, the world gets influenced and the positivity spreads and finally gets the happiness part of the life.
Very good.
I hope I
That's great.
introduced you, Dr.
Oh,
Kevin.
that was great. I was a little concerned when you're saying comparing to makeup, because I have to confess I'm not a wearer of makeup, but uh, glad that I can apply wisdom, and but a great analogy, and I appreciate that you bring in a very key word in terms of seeking wisdom, and that's observe. When I first started this podcast 3 years ago, wow, coming up on 4 years ago, time flies. One of the first things I did is issue a challenge to everyone. And the challenge was three parts. The first one was to remove distractions from our lives, find out what is taking us away from the important, and what is impacting us in our lives, our mind, our emotions, our spirit, and try to disconnect from that for at least a time, if not permanently. And then the second step in that process is when we disconnect, the next one is to observe. Because too often in life, we're going through the motions, just living, moving, whatever, but we fail to observe. And observing is such a key part of gaining wisdom, because we have to see more than just that minute in front of us. We have to see what's been in the past. We have to see what we're experiencing now, and even think about how does it impact the future. So the second step is observe. The third is, once we have um, disconnected from distractions, in other words, adjusted our priorities, at least again for a time, if not forever going forward, and then observe, and then we want to purposely seek wisdom. See, I'm concerned that we have a lot of people now that have not been encouraged to truly seek wisdom. We've built a few generations now where we talk about gaining knowledge, that knowledge is power. And the reality is we've got a lot of knowledgeable people that still have not gained wisdom in their life to make better choices, to have out the microscope or the magnifying glass that you mentioned, Dr. Shama. That's an important part. Let me welcome another guest, and I hope I pronounce your name correctly. If I mess up, please forgive me. Uh, Jaleb, I hope I pronounced it correctly, and thanks for being here. And one of the things that Jaleb comments is talking about the silence of wisdom. And again, that goes along with part of this challenge. It's the silence of wisdom or time of silence in our life that we can observe, that we can be quiet and look at what's going on. And in fact, Jalib makes a follow-on comment. He says, knowledge speaks, wisdom listens. And I like that. One of the quotes that'll be in my next book talks about we have a design priority. We're designed with 2 ears, 2 eyes, but only 1 mouth. And that means we should listen and observe a lot more than we talk. And that's something I've had to learn over the years, because I tend to sometimes talk too much. And so I've had to learn how to be silent, and it helps me in my wisdom journey. So, folks, I got to tell you about Dr. Shama. Over the years, I've always been called the Energizer Bunny, because I go and I go and I go. And I have a lot of energy and a lot of curiosity. But my dear friend, Dr. Shama, has to be, if not as much, maybe more so, energetic and curious than I am, and quite remarkable. So what choices do you make on a regular basis, daily basis, Dr. Shama, to make seeking wisdom a priority? Because I know you do. What are some tips or ideas that you might share with others of how to be purposeful in seeking wisdom?
This is really a very difficult task, Dr. Kevin. Actually, to say in life and every day, to seek the wisdom. Dr. Kevin, and everyone, I'm a very big, I can say I'm a person who loves to learn so many things every day, which gives meaning to the life, which makes you happiest in the life. For that, definitely, as Dr. Kevin said, we need to learn, we need to seek wisdom. And I listen to so many people in my life every day. When I'm cooking, I cook from morning 4, I start cooking. Then till 4 by 6, I finish cooking and all. While I'm cooking, I listen so many things, good things about life. When I go for exercise, I cook. And then I have to go for my work, and again afternoon while cooking, while working. Every time my phone, my when I'm sitting in, I don't watch TV except I take myself away from the negativity. I don't participate in WhatsApp groups, which makes me go away from negativity, because people's discussions sometimes, is even social media also. I don't take up much except posting and then coming out.
Mm.
I don't interact, because I try my best to keep myself away from, because our brain is such a factor, such a very tender factor that attracts the negativity very quickly, my dear friends. The very important challenge that I take every day to seek wisdom, according to me, the very important thing is seeking to learn how to be proactive.
Mm.
Every day I try my best. Did I fail or did I pass?
Mm.
There was a son he was having 2 apples in his hand. Father comes to him and asks him, will you give me 1 apple? Then the son takes 1 apple, he bites. Then the other apple he bites. Both of them. Both of them he bites and give one of it to his father. The father, he gets so angry. He says, I asked you to give 1 apple. You can give me 1 and you can bite another one. Why did you bite both of them? And in anger, he beats him. In anger, he beats him. After beating, he asked, why did you do all this? Then the son said, I did this because I want to see first which apple is sweeter so that I can give it to you.
Mm.
Then the father felt so regret. He was so feeling guilty that he did this. And what he will do after that, my dear friends, he beat him so much that his fingers are almost to break. Like that, he beat him. So there are certain things happens in our life. We first we react, then
Mm.
we stop, then we think. But it is not. If you want to live a happy life, successful life, refreshing life, we have to first think,
Mm.
stop, and then act.
Mm.
Think, stop, and then act. But what we do, act, stop, and then think.
I
So
like that.
that's what I am trying to learn. That I'm trying to be a proactive person where my anger, my things should not disturb my relationships,
Mm.
should not be an hurdle in the road of my success.
Mm.
We believe that. What is that? Being proactive, it's not, these all things are spiritual things. No, my dear friends. If the wisdom is that what people, our elder people said, it is really true, whether it is a religion, whether it is a, by every person, every religion has taught us to be proactive. A
Mm.
great leader is identified by proactiveness.
Mm.
So I'm trying to do that. And very second thing, second choice, Dr. Kevin, like first one is that which I always, and to learn that proactiveness, I listen to so many people, and every day in my life also I observe it. Was am I proactive or no? I note down those all things. I note down my failures
Mm.
so that I know this I have to rectify. That's one thing. And then second thing, I value relationships. I value relationships, and I'm the person who always try to go behind perfection. I don't say that means everybody is perfect in life. None of the persons born in this world are perfect. We have to embrace imperfections and bring it to the perfection. We have to embrace it. But more than perfections, I believe in relationships, like usually, oh, he's not good person, we should leave him. Like that means we start losing the relationships
Mm.
because of the thinking that he's not fit for me, because he's not that. The thing that I try the choice that I keep every day in maintaining relationships is that don't run for perfections,
Mm.
but run behind genuineness.
Mm.
Genuine Genuineness is very important, my dear friends, not perfection.
Mm. Mm. I
So
like that.
is he genuine? Is it genuine? What he is doing is perfect. It means don't expect perfections in life. You will lose it.
Mm.
So for me, that is a very important thing, because then only we can build a big family. Whether
Mm.
it's a friend's family, whether it is a your own family, whether it is whatever. Yes, when toxicity is there, when you find this is not a genuine relationship, please be away.
Mm.
Otherwise, it will spread it to you. I try to be away. I try to be neutral. Always, if I find that, because I don't want anyone to take out the 365 degrees curvature of smile
Yeah.
from me. I don't want anyone to take out, because that pain is going to I can say flood out. It is going to flood out everything that you have achieved, my dear
Mm.
friends. The toxicity will, as a science student, let me tell you, the toxicity that you take, the stress you take, the negativity that you take because of others will produce, will activate, will energize the cancer cells, carcinogenic cells inside your body. The cancer cells, that's the reason people nowadays, why they are cancer has become a very common disease, because it activates these carcinogens. Carcinogens are present in everyone's body,
Mm.
but they are neutral. They are not going to do any harm to you until and unless we activate them.
Mm.
Nowadays people are activating them by the lifestyle, by the fast food, by the negative relationships, by the over expectations.
Mm.
over expectations from, oh, Dr. Kevin didn't do this to me today, I'm so angry with him, these like this, the over expectations, my dear friends. Oh, why I didn't get this job, he got this job, I didn't get this. We promote our feelings. We promote, suppose your disappointment is there, your jealousy, your disappointment, you are promoting it to jealousy. From jealousy you are giving promotion to what do you call, maybe suicide, maybe murders. It will not let you to live happily. You cannot be happy. One thing I always, every day I tell to my children also, whenever I talk to my husband, I tell him that also, that there is nothing to worry in life regarding money, regarding job, regarding success, because there is something called fate.
Mm.
If anything is destined to come to you, nobody can take it away from you.
Mm.
If anything is destined to come to you, my dear friends, nobody can take it away from you. Remember it. Just do your best. That's the only thing, nothing else. Do your best. Nobody can stop you. Nobody
Mm.
can snatch anything from you. Then believe that, then just what is there to stress?
I like that too. You've shared a couple of what I call wisdom nuggets there, Dr. Shama. Um, one of them is about responding, and responding is key. Like you observed, too many react, and that usually causes us problems. Whereas a wise approach in our life is to learn to respond. In fact, to be a thoughtful response or a measured response. That is such an important part. I believe you said that we are to stop and think and then act. And
Yeah, that,
that is so important. And that's something that in recent years that I have began to really apply myself. And so Dr. Shama has shared a really great insight. I also appreciate that you talk about choosing what we expose ourselves to. That first challenge that I offered, these distractions, these things that take our mind and our heart and our spirit in the wrong direction and impact us in a negative way, are things we need to consider, at least taking time from them, away from them, if not permanently removing it. One of the decisions I made several years ago, and the impact has been very remarkable, is that I do not watch any live television at all anymore, because especially when you get into news broadcasts and things like that, the negative impact on me is remarkable, and I think it's true of a lot of us. It causes us to take on things and begin to become anxious and fearful of things that we can't control, we can't do anything about. So why do we give our energy and our time to thinking about these things? Whereas if we think about what we need to do, what we can do in our world and in our area, and focus on those things, then we accomplish things and we begin to feel successful. And so it's really quite a remarkable comment you've made about not focusing on the wrong things. That's so important. Uh, so, one of the things that, unless you are aware of Dr. Shama and her profile, for example, on LinkedIn, Dr. Shama is a very accomplished lady. She has done many things. She's mentioned being a PhD and accomplished that, but as a founder and CEO of International Institute of Influencers. She has been highly awarded in lots of ways. I know that she works on a lot of different areas. She works in the education arena, especially. That's where she and I came together, as we have our real passion for looking at education in a different way because of a concern for our young people and the opportunity to really get an education rather than just gain a degree. And so, again, Dr. Shama is really accomplished, and she doesn't focus on that. She has a different priority, and that's relationships and pursuing the vision that she has in her life. So, tell people how you balance everything going on in your life, Dr. Shama, because aside from the fact that I give Dr. Shama a hard time sometimes because I'm not sure if she sleeps very much, but she's very busy. So, what is some wisdom to share that maybe will help people have a better perspective? And before you jump in, welcome, Jane. Glad to have you, Jane Lemon, with us this morning. So glad to have you. So, Dr. Shama, how do you keep on top of everything?
Thank you, Dr. Kevin, for all your words that you said. It really excites me and makes me happy and brings a smile. So, my dear friends, as Dr. Kevin was asking, how do I manage it? The first, to manage everything, you must know first what is that helps you to manage. So that is a very important thing. If I have to manage, that means who helps me in managing that.
Right.
So that is the thing, and who will be helping you in managing that? We need to value him, then he will help you. So we need to value him. We need to little pamper him. Then he will help you definitely. So according to me, Dr. Kevin, the first very important thing that I choose, the first choice is the first help, I can say, the card that helps me is the time. I value time. I value time because I think maybe today is the last day of life. Who knows? Who knows tomorrow is there or no? I always consider every day as the last day of life. That is what I carry on with me every day. I never live in the fool's paradise that this world is permanent. So that's the reason I don't get attracted with any means extrinsic motivations. I'm not at all. I don't get attracted with awards, or I don't like to bombard myself with that, because these are all people just tell you and this. But what is the universal truth of the world is people likes originality that you are doing from intrinsically. A leader's character is he should be intrinsically motivated. Whatever he does is he must appreciate, not the others. People write for you the comments, yeah, congratulations, wonderful. Today they may like you, tomorrow they will tell you are useless.
Yeah.
The graph may change up and down, but you should stand by your side all the time, holding your hand. And this is very difficult. Don't think you can, it is me only, it is Dr. Shama only, so she will stand by her side. No. It is very easy to please others, my dear friends. It is very easy to please others than pleasing ourselves. When you are doing something wrong, when you are wasting your time, when you are wasting your money, when you are doing bad things, when you are hurting people, you are trying to corrupt, you are doing something intrinsically, your soul is not accepting that. It is not happy with you. But at the same time, you do something good, the sense of happiness is different. The sense of contentment is different. That means you are with you. You are with you, and this is the resiliency factor that will help you to do everything accordingly, whatever you want to do. Whatever you wish to do, that will help you to do. So, the very priority, the choice is start liking the person, start impressing the person that you see in the mirror.
Mm, yes, that is great wisdom. In fact, Jane makes a comment that you struck a nerve with Jane. Her comment is, "I love how you said that. You should stand by your side. We must hold on to our own values, not of others." And that's powerful because one of the things that I think causes us to not be successful, to not be at peace with ourselves, is this comparison and trying to please others more than doing and being what we know is important, and being true to who we are. And that's
Exactly.
key. Um, and so, yes, thank you. That's really great insight. That's so important. And one of the things that I share, and I'll continue to share, because I think that this is something that so many people miss, is our intrinsic value. So many people today are still trying to prove themselves to somebody, and trying to somehow feel like they need to do something to measure up, to have value in their world. And what I keep trying to impress on people is we have value by just being human. We are given great value by the one who created us. And so we don't need to be trying to prove our
Yeah.
value. Our value is there. That's a given. And when we stop trying to prove our value to others, we can then focus in on what it is that we're about, and to be true to what we have been designed for. And so, really, really important to stop trying to prove our value to anyone, because it's there. We can't even, others does not give it to us, so they can't take it away. Their opinion of us doesn't matter in regards to our value. And we can't even mess up and make a mistake and lose our value. Our value is our value regardless. So when we just accept that and move on, then we can begin to consider priorities and to pursue the vision for our life. Let's see, Jaleb, I hope again I'm pronouncing your name correctly, makes a comment. It says, "Wisdom is one of the highest qualities. Wisdom is for a person to know right and wrong and to have an insight into many things. Wisdom is the ability of a person to do something, and it is one of the very important qualities that combines many distinctive qualities, namely experience, knowledge, intelligence, all that." So, yes, you've got a good concept of wisdom there, Jaleb, and thanks for sharing. So, another word that has come up, Dr. Shama, and this is a tough one, and it's priority. What wisdom do you use? What can you help share with us how you set priorities? Because I love the fact that you do have a set of priorities, because and a good set, and I think we could all learn from how you determine what is priority.
Dr. Kevin, you are giving me every one level toughest question paper, Dr. Kevin. You are not even thinking that Dr. Sharma is my friend. You are giving me tough question paper like
I want us to benefit, because I know you're a very wise person, Dr. Shama. And part of the value of us doing this is, as we each share our wisdom with each other, it helps to raise everyone up. And so, I'll share a couple of things because we know each other well. I know, Dr. Shama is very busy. She's very active in a lot of ways, but I know in the background that one of her highest priorities is her family. And I know this. And if you ever observe her children, you will know that her family is a high priority. And so, how did you come about figuring out those priorities?
Dr. Kevin, usually different priorities. First, we need to know why we need priorities in life.
Mm.
Why we need to prioritize. Whatever we do, our experiences, whatever we are doing every day, we have to connect it to why of our life. Why this? Connect the list of things that you have today, whatever you have today, to why. WHY.
Mm.
To why. Then whatever the answer you get from that, you try to remove them and prioritize them. These are the things I have today. Why I should do this?
Mm-hmm.
Why I should do this? Why I should do this? Connect this to why, and then you will get the answer. And that answer is going to help you to make your priorities.
Mm.
As Dr. Kevin said, very truly said, the biggest priority is my family, which starts from the first day. First is the God, and then as soon as my priority is to keep my husband healthy.
Yeah.
He is my backbone. So the second is healthy food, making healthy food for them, healthy juices. It starts from early morning for me. So in when he's sleeping itself, I try to make him wake up and have juices. This empty detoxification drinks, and this all detoxifying the body. As a science student, I apply all science things on him to make him healthy. That is my first priority from the day starting. I'm telling you. Then with my kids, and then starts giving priority to my happiness.
Mm.
Giving priority to my happiness, where I have to calculate every minute. People calculate money, I
Mm.
calculate time.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in law of reflection. If you value time, time will value you.
Mm.
Law of angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So I follow it everywhere. That's what you give, you will get it back.
Mm-hmm.
So we think means we are giving hatred to the people, so they are giving us back hatred only. So we want people to love us, but we give them hatred.
Mm.
How you will get it back? Start loving them. Then they will love you back. As
Mm-hmm.
I said, but see for genuineness. That's it, nothing more than that. Start loving them. I'll just tell you very, very, very small, very quickly. There was a boy who was having lots of spots on his face. Somebody comes to him and tell, oh, do you need to go to zoo or any place to see the leopard or zebra? You can see this boy, no need to go to the zoo.
Mm.
Means he starts telling like that. He hurts him. And then immediately that boy's grandmother, she comes and she just, boy covers his hand, like not to show his face to anyone. Then the grandmother comes and she says, no, 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 who said this is the beautiful, this is not, this is a beautiful freckles. It's a very wonderful freckles. I love it. It's so wonderful in the world. Then that boy says, no, grandma, freckles are not the beautiful one. Wrinkles are the beautiful one. The grandma's wrinkle means the grandmother has supported him, gave him that comfort by seeing that. So that boy got the confidence and immediately he responded in that way that wrinkles of his grandmother is the most beautiful one. So what you give, you will get it back, my dear friend.
Mm.
That you have to remember. And don't think these struggles are the priorities. Nowadays we see in social media, I got this opportunity to speak, I got these people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Yes, show it, but don't try to bring toxicity to others. Don't try to degrade others. So we have you want success, give success to others. You'll get it back. Don't feel jealous because your success will go out.
Mm,
I never feel jealous of anyone. I don't want my success to go to others. So this is we don't think all these things. We universe is there in this world, my dear friends. Universe is watching every act of what we are doing. It will give us what we give it to give it. So try to work on these priorities of giving and taking.
mm,
Expecting without giving anything, you don't expect from people. You want success, expect success. You want give success. You want happiness, give happiness to others.
mm,
Happiness is something you get on by giving.
mm,
So you get it back. So like that. And most of them think, oh my God, life is very difficult. So many struggles, so many challenges. Nowadays, people even started writing in LinkedIn, I have so many disappointments. My life is worst. My life is nothing in, I'm not, this is the worst life. But they are not understanding that struggles, if you are having struggles in life, that means you are leading an active life.
mm,
You are alive.
mm-hmm.
If there are no struggles, means your passive life. Do you know, is there anyone in this world who is not having stress? There is only one person in this world who is not having stress. He is a dead person.
Mm.
The
I
only
I like that, and it's really interesting that you comment, and this is something that again culturally we have lost, and that is that we think challenges and struggles are our enemy. The reality is challenges and struggles are our friend. They're our teacher. And when we, rather than fight against them and complain about them, we embrace them, then we learn and go forward. When we are grateful, not necessarily for the hard things, but grateful in the hard things, then it makes a difference in how we move forward and what we learn from it. And that's so important that we, like you said, the only people that don't have struggles and challenges or stress are dead people. And so accepting that and even embracing it helps us much more quickly go forward and grow and gain than if we resist and complain and get negative about it. And so I really, really like that. And see, part of the reason that Dr. Shama and I have become very close friends is that we see life very similar in a lot of ways. And we have shared vision about some different things, and that's important. And it makes such a big difference. Let's see, we got a couple of comments, Dr. Shama. You're getting people thinking. That's good. Uh, Jane says, yes, we get what we give. The problem is people think they will get exactly as they give, and that is not the way it works. We must trust God will give us in His time and way. Yes, we what we do will come back to us, but it's not always instantly. It may come at a different time. In fact, I believe that it comes when we need it. It's not just an
yes,
instant thing, and allowing God to work in our life is such a valuable thing. And part of one of the things we talk about on Wisdom Seeker is we have three parts. Okay, we've got a body, and then we have a soul, but there's a third part, and that's our spirit. And when we don't take care of all three of those and rely and live in all three of those, we're missing something. We're not complete. And therefore, we're not as well equipped to deal with life because we're designed to deal with life with all three parts. And I know that Dr. Shama and I talk regularly about praying for each other and having faith. And that is such a key part, and is such a wise part of our approach to life. Very important. And in Jaleb comments, we can also add, the wisdom is to take things by priority, is to place each action in the right box of the urgency and importance matrix. Again, developing priority. And I had a friend once told me something, and I thought this was a great wisdom nugget. We all talk about time management, and everybody says, well, I need to be a better time manager. I think the problem is that, and the comment he made was, we don't need to worry about time management. We need to be concerned with priority management. And like you said, Dr. Shama, find our priorities and act on them rather than other things around us and influences around us. And and I think I've shared this with you before. There's a real simple exercise to help us set priorities. And I learned this years ago, and I use it on a daily basis. But it's a question. If I don't do something, answer a call, answer an email, talk to someone, say yes to something, if I don't do that in the next 1 hour, are people going to be hurt or things going to be broken? If not, then that is not a priority in the next hour. And so as we take that question and apply it to different areas of our life, we find out what is our timing priority. And that's important because so often, back to something you said, we react. Somebody asks us to do something and we react. And rather than stop and think and then act, we just react and say yes. And if we stop and think, we go, I can't do that now. I have other things I need to do. And so setting those priorities and including boundaries, people quite often don't realize setting boundaries, there's a lot of wisdom, and it's not not trying to be negative or mean to anyone, but we have to learn how to set boundaries and use wisdom in setting those boundaries. And one of the things that we share, Dr. Shama, and I want you to talk a little bit about this as we kind of wrap things up, and that's vision. Okay. One of the important things about us, and a piece of wisdom that we all need to gain, is we need to operate out of a vision for our life, because that will drive everything. And I know you do that. And so can you tell a little bit about the vision that you have in your life?
Thank you, Dr. Kevin. Thank you for this. Vision is like a GPS. When, dear friends, when we build a house, do you just directly start building a house? You will, first floor, second floor, third floor, you will start asking the people to start building. No, right? You'll make a blueprint. You'll make a blueprint of your vision. How my house should be, how it should be in the first, how it should be in this month, it should be built this month. You are having a vision, how it should look like, how many years it should stay, what should materials that you must use. Everything you will plan before you start progressing. Nobody, even if you look at the 7 successful habits of the people, is start with the end. The end is what? Your vision.
That's right.
Your end is your vision. There you have to reach. So to build that house, so that is the vision that you have to start first, and then do the next work. So the vision is, for me, we are working, everyone, I'm sure everyone's vision is same in this world, the vision is to be happy, the humanity, to be happy, to make everyone happy, live happy, and others live happily. This should be the vision of everyone. When you will live happy, when you get good job, good things, when you have money, when you have friends, when you have family. So when they will come, when you have a good education, when your good education will be there, when you have a good wisdom. Yes, your vision again will be diluted because you want to run faster. You want to run faster. In that process, you will dilute your vision. It doesn't remain concentrated the way it started.
Mm.
Everyone starts with a good vision, but in between, lots of bumpy roads comes up. Lots of bumpy roads, lots of bumpy challenges comes up. Your tire, the tire of your car should be able to face that bumpy roads.
Mm.
If it is not having that resiliency to face that bumpy roads, your vision will not reach to where you want, and it will just turn into the mission of that day, and it will stop. And every day it will be chunky, means because you are already distracted.
Mm.
You're already distracted, and your vision changes every time, and you will means you will not lead to the place where you want to.
Mm.
So perseverance, consistency, commitment, these are the friends that will take your vision properly in a direction with proper magnitude, with proper like both vector and scalar quantities, I can
Mm-hmm.
say. With the both direction and speed, my dear friends. So that's the reason. And also, what I said means these issues, these challenges are making you alive. So make your tire strong, the car's tire strong, so that it can face the bumpy challenges. That's what, even every person gets challenges. Don't say that everyone is happy in this world. He's looking happy doesn't mean that he's happy at really. Social media shows what is not. So it doesn't. So don't get distracted by others' visions. Don't get jealous. Don't feel that he will be having. He may be showing what you want to become.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get distracted with that. Don't distract your vision with that.
Mm.
So take properly your vision. You just that's what your strict dedication to your vision. Like we say, no, if your faithfulness is important to your vision, if you want to achieve your vision, your faithfulness is very important. Vision is your master.
Mm.
Be faithful to your master, my dear friends. If you are faithful to your master, he will give you reward.
Mm.
In the same way, the master is your vision, the God. If you are faithful, facing all the challenges that God is giving me challenges, no matter whatever, because the challenges comes to the toughest soldiers only. Only the toughest soldiers gets the challenges. So it doesn't matter if it is coming today. You don't have food to eat. Also, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow you'll get it. They don't stay for a long time. They don't. You that confidence should be there. It will not come easily to everyone. So I also have challenges. So many challenges I have, but that goal to reach to that vision, to give meaning and giving up life, leading a life which is not active, leading a life which is not having a life is not showing to the people that I'm rich, I have good clothes, I have good bungalow, I have Rolls Royce, I have Mercedes. Even in a small house you can be happy.
Mm.
If you think that if you help one person with a small food, that makes you happy, that you are leading a good life. Keep on checklist of your life every day. Tick, do checklist to
Mm.
continue to your vision every day. Did I do this? Did I take care of my health? Did I take care of my family? Did I take care of my vision, my goals? Start writing that, my dear friends. And very important thing is have a body movement.
Mm.
This is a tip as a science student. Being a biochemistry student, and the tip that I'm giving you that helps you to maintain your vision is most of our negative energy every day, because as I told you before, our brain is having a bias over negative energy. That's the reason we always think negative and we inclined towards negativity. So, and this negative energy is stored inside our body. When there is a motion in your body, whether it can be a dance, small dance, or whether it is a walk, whatever it is, that negative energy goes out. And have a diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing means diaphragmatic breathing in sense not breathing through your lungs, breathing through your diaphragm. Breathing through your diaphragm, where you are trying to make, if you are inhaling and exhaling, try to exhale more time for more time than inhale. If you are inhaling for 2 minutes, exhale it for 3 minutes, so that exhale the negative energy that is stored inside your body, which is an obstacle, which is a hurdle for your vision, for making you active every day, will be get ridden every by this time. So that's what you have to think, how to keep yourself busy in making yourself happy. Because when you are happy, when you are having this powerful weapon in your hand, you can do anything. You know, the smile that comes in your face when you're happy is different than the smile that you do in a normal time, my dear friends. That smile is beautiful for everyone. Who, even
Yes.
though who smile that shows that tears in your eyes, that happiness is different, which your soul smiles. That the fake smile that comes from extrinsic motivation, your soul is not with you.
No.
That's the reason you will not see that radiance in your smile, radiance in yourself. So try to keep up all these things. Keep watch on, like a monitoring is very important. You have to monitor every act that you are doing. And the very last thing that you must do is start writing worry list
Mm.
every day.
Very
Diaphragmatic.
good.
Sit and write. Today, I'm worried that tomorrow Dr. Kevin will angry me if the time will go more than 10 minutes. Tomorrow in this program, tomorrow, I'm worried that these people will come on time or no. I'm worried this. So every day, write the worry list and see which worry is giving you guarantee that I will stay permanently. I will stay permanently with you. So extract that. And because these are the things that we don't do anything, we just comes, oh, I worked hard so much today, I worked 10 hours, we calculate the hours of hard work, but we don't calculate how much time we are happy.
Mm.
It's not important that how much hard work you are doing. Important is how much happy you are in that day.
That's such a good priority, Dr. Shama. And we are out of time.
Yeah.
And a couple of thoughts come to mind. One is thank you. You give of yourself and your time genuinely, freely, and I appreciate that. I also think we need to plan another visit on the podcast with you, because there is going to be a lot of wisdom to be shared. So I want you to think about coming back, and let's do this again. I really
Definitely.
appreciate
Right.
it. Well, and everyone that's been with us today, thank you. And thank you for the comments and questions. And I hope that you've taken away some wisdom nuggets today. If you haven't, you've certainly missed an opportunity, because they're there. And Dr. Shama has shared a lot of really helpful insights and wisdom nuggets with us. So I hope that you have a great week. I hope that it's blessed, and that you walk away and join us in being a wisdom seeker, so that you benefit from wisdom in your life. So thank you, everyone. Dr. Shama, thank you again. And
Thank you, Dr. Kevin.
we'll do this again. So take care, everyone. Bye
Bye
now.
bye.